Even the heart beats with ups and downs. When you flatline, that's when you die. What's good, everybody? This is your girl Little Molly. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing a reaction video to another Eurovision 2025 song, and today we're reacting to C'est la vie by Claude, who is representing the Netherlands. So I was quite intrigued as to why the Netherlands decided to go for a French song for their submission this year. You know what, let's just go ahead and dive in. Let's see what's going on.
C'est la vie, she sang to me. Je me rappelle, j'étais petit. Oh, I was just a little boy, but I remember la mélodie, la mélodie. C'est comme si, c'est comme ça, c'est en haut et en bas, et comme ça, beat goes down, and around, qu'elle sera, oui, sera, me voici, me voilà, chanter un, deux, trois, c'est la la.
Okay, so this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Stromae song Papa Wote. It kind of looks like that video a little bit. I'm loving the kid just being drawn into enacting whatever is happening in the TV into real life, and then Claude being the other side of the mirror, who is also representing what the kid is seeing and what he's living. By the way, C'est la vie means it's life. This song is about life in general, so it's gonna take us through a journey of what life is through hopefully specific scenarios. Let's continue.
Sometimes in love, sometimes miserable, lost to hear my mama's voice inside of me. La mélodie, la mélodie.
You go, Claude. Okay. Love that. I really love the mix of classical music and pop in there because it just takes you everywhere, okay? And it's a really great representation of life because life has its ups and its downs, and the fact that they were able to really well mix both is quite nice. And also the insertion of the choreography in there is really good, okay? With the classical part, we have like him going through his own motion as a singer, you know, and he says, I think he said sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm miserable. I don't quite remember. So life is a contrast, right? You're not always gonna have the same mood. You're always gonna have the ups and the downs. So also reminding us that no matter what happens in this world, it's never steady, okay? Even the heart beats with ups and downs. When you flatline, that's when you die. So you never want lifeline to flatline. That means you're dead. You want it to always have ups and downs, and for each mood of that up and down, there's a tune to it. We tend to complain about a lot of things, whether it's up and down. All of those things just mean that we're alive, right? Because if you're dead, you're not even gonna be experiencing anything. So to be able to live through all those situations, connecting them to values or trying to make sense of them, like he's doing through singing and they're doing through dancing, that's basically what life is about. And c'est la vie, like literally. Okay, so now we're just going in with the intense choreography, and he talks about, oh, it's life in pink. La vie en rose, life in pink, or life in its beauty, you could say. La vie en rose is kind of like when life is like at its peak, at its perfect momentum, I could say. I like the fact that they went into more intense dance moves with that and heavier rhythms.
C'est en haut et en bas, it goes up, it goes down, and around, que sera, oui sera, écoute-moi, maman chantait un, deux, trois, c'est la vie.
Very intense. I really like the metronome at the end. It sounds like a metronome, but anybody could also say it sounds like the clock. To rely on time, and in music you have to rely on your metronome to give you the beat and all that. But yeah, definitely at the end it sounded to me like a metronome, but also as a clock. This song is really nice. I thought it was very lovely. It reminded me of the Melancholy from Papa Hotel by Stromae. But aside from that, I really enjoyed the choreography, the intensity of it, and the medley of classical music, classical sounds with pop music. That was very elevating in a way. It was really intense, especially I feel like the pop part was a tad bit even rock-ish, but I think that was to show the peaks of life whenever you're like the happiest or whatever, overjoyed. And then whenever he would go back to the classical part of it, it would just go back to it being melancholic and extremely sad. I kind of think also that the fact that he went for C'est la vie as a sound, why it works is because C'est la vie is such a popular title, you know, everybody knows. Like, it's like a cliche. It's not a cliche, but it's a catchphrase, I would say, in some way, if that makes sense. Like, c'est la vie, everybody says it. Even in America, in English, you can say c'est la vie, or it's just borrowed from the French, right? But it means the same thing. It's life. It's like alas, like something that you put out there to say, you know, what can you do about it? It is what it is. If this is what they were doing, I like the take. I mean, c'est la vie just means what can you do about it? It's up, it's down, it's whatever the hell it wants to be, but at the end of the day, it is something, right? It just means that you're experiencing, you're going through life, and that's something to be thankful for. And I am very happy, yeah, for the song. It works for this contest. I like it a lot, and I think that also the singer had an amazing voice. If not for his vocals, I don't think that he would have been able to portray what he needed to for the song, because you know, the ups and downs. So you have the melancholy, you have also the pop sound and the emotions. And also I have to give my accolades to the little boy that played the reflection of Claude. The kid did really good, so did the dancers. You guys let me know how you felt about the song right down here in the comment section, okay? So far, which ones of the songs that I've reacted to do you guys like? Okay, so now we have Claude for C'est la vie. So we had Cash with Barabada Basu, which literally is still stuck in my brain, but yeah. And then before that I had Luan's song Maman, which was really melancholic. So you guys let me know so far which one you've liked the best. And of course I'm gonna be posting more videos hopefully next week of this contest, which ends in May. So until then, see ya.